This is an MSI Gaming GTX 1080. We are going to be swapping the cooler on this unit because I received this with a cooler that somebody had modified. It's supposed to be red and black, but they wanted to do a blackout thing. Now, I would leave it this way, but it's not horribly done, but it's also not particularly well done either. So since I have a card off of a cooler off of a defective unit, I'm just going to swap them. I'm going to eventually put it in a computer for sale. I'm probably not going to hold on to this particular design card. I've got 3 of them now, and I don't have anything against it. I just don't particularly like it either, and it's not on my list of maybe if I get a TI, I might keep it. I want one of all the TIs, but I don't really care about this on the generic 1080. So we are going, oh, and the big thing is that they did, they tried to do a smoke thing on the lights on here. I started to clean it off here, but they just did a really, the overall cooler they did a good job on, but that lighting section they did a kind of a shoddy job on. So I am going to put that other cooler on. Obviously, we're going to repaste it because there's no reason not to once we already have it open, right? So we're going to do that. Okay. So this should be a fairly fast process. This is actually, I already pulled that other one off, and it was a simpler cooler than I had expected. So we've got to remove, this back plate, which is actually quite easy to do. See if I can do this in 10 minutes or less. So I, after doing the other Gaming X model, it is not a functional back plate. I don't really know how you'd make it functional though, because there's no major chips on the back side of this particular GPU. So it is what it is. Okay, did I get them all? Oh, one more. I always seem to miss one. Okay. So there's that. There's not really anything to. Yeah, and it's plastic back here. This is entirely. It is metal, but it's entirely aesthetic. Okay, so the GPU heatsink itself, and it is actually appears to be unopened, which is a good thing. The heatsink itself for the GPU is actually a very simple attachment design. It just has the 4 screws. And then, that's okay. That didn't mess with anything. Okay, so come on. Luckily, I have 2 of these. You gotta be really careful with these when you're pulling them off, or you'll rip one of the cords out. I probably won't dispose of this just in case I need the fans or something. Looks like we've got a little bit of dust in here. So the way that these are set up, the memory sticks themselves are underneath. Oh, come on. Looks like we got a... And that's really shoddy design. There we go. Okay. The memory chips are underneath this this metal, whatever you want to call it, thingy. And to be honest, the pads actually look good, so I'm just going to leave them. Okay, so let's... You know what? Interesting. That thermal paste is actually still good. Everybody thinks they need to repaste one of these cards because they're 10 years old, but I'm telling you, that thermal paste is actually still good. The only reason I am doing it is because I have no reason to believe that it's good quality thermal paste. And my take is you've already got the card open, so I'm not a fan of, like, I'm not a huge fan of normally I won't just open a card to repaste it unless I'm reasonably certain I need to, but if I've already got the card open, I'm not really a big fan of shotifying the job either. Like if you've already got the thing open, just finish the job. Okay, so looks like we're almost done there. So literally all we have to do with this one is put the... it's a little bit scratched. That's interesting. Why do I have... Huh. Looks like they may have done a defect when they engraved the top of that. Okay, let's so we're gonna do Arctic MX4. I've been happy with MX4. There are better pastes out there, but okay. My take is if it works and I've had good luck with it, I typically like to stick with what works. Okay, so now I've always said somebody is always going to tell me that I'm doing this wrong, but so far I have been having good luck with the GPUs with actually spreading out the compound. So unless I see good information that this is actually bad, I'm going to keep doing it this way. And not only that, but this should, if we do it like this and we get it real spread even, it should spread out further once it compresses down in, once we put the cooler back on. This is the, I believe, exact same version of the card as the other one, so the heatsink is going to be identical. So let's put our... Oh yeah, I forgot to... Maybe I should have pre-wiped this, but... So we're going to clean the other one real fast, and then just slap it back in. Good, should be good to go. Which direction does this go? I think this way. Let's see here. Okay, so if you guys have watched many of these, you'll know I routinely forget to put the power plugs back in, so I have got to get better at remembering to do that. Okay, so let's actually do this. I believe the two on the for the fan and the lights can be done. Oh, let's do this. Let's actually put them in. You can't see me doing it, but I'm going to put them in before, just in case. Sometimes you can access them, sometimes you can't. I didn't look closely enough, but okay, we're going to... see here. Oh, there we go. Okay. So I like to put the card back on upside down like this because I like to line up the holes. My preference would be to not have to move the to not have to move around the heatsink once I've put it on. I don't want to risk losing easy coverage or full coverage, like full even coverage of the thermal compound by pulling it off and putting it back on. It's probably not a big deal. It's probably not that big of a problem. It probably just spreads back out, but I don't know, so I just want to do it that way, the right way to begin with. So there's that. I guess we're going to be a little over 10 minutes, but let's put our back plate back on. How do they have this set up? Looks like no. Huh. Okay. I guess the back plate is kind of upside down when it's installed. That's interesting. Okay. Again, though, this is entirely aesthetic. You could leave this thing off, and I don't think it would make a difference. In fact, sometimes I think they've done testing on this, and sometimes I think it actually even is better without it in some cases, because I think with the way this is configured, you'd be potentially trapping heat underneath there. Because I don't think this is, I could be wrong, so don't take my thought on this as gospel truth, but I think that you're in a situation with this where there's no thermal pads or anything connecting this to the PCB. So I don't think, I'm thinking maybe it would be actually negative heat dissipation, but again, I could be wrong on that. It's probably a million factors it depends on. Okay. Not sure why they set this up to need so many screws to attach it. I feel like if you're not going to have a functional back plate, you could probably do the attachment a lot simpler, but okay, so we're good to go. As always, if there are any defects with the GPU, this is already a tested GPU, so if there are any defects, I will mention that I screwed up the GPU in the comments. Anyway, thanks for watching.